I just met you. And this is crazy. Well, here's my number. So call me maybe. Hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday. It's new comic book day here at the Comics Coffee Table. Yes. How you been? I miss you guys. I really do. Work is literally killing me. Hyperbolically, sure. It does all of us. Yeah, I'm a chef. I'm a professional chef. Work hard. So we all do, hopefully. Wowzers. Oh, that's a good cup of coffee. And I need a break. And here we are. We're taking our break together here. I brought a snack. I brought some cinnamon raisin toast. Buttered. Pika. Oh, thank you. You've caught me having a tea party with my stuffed animals, haven't you? Yum. Buttered toast. An ex-girlfriend used to say, look at you and your 1,000-calorie toast. I would just slather butter all over this toast. It was just like, give me an excuse to eat butter. It's Wednesday. It's new release day. Here at our Comics Coffee Table. That's right. How you been? I miss you guys. I really do. Good to see everyone. Hopefully we're at the comic book shop right now. And we're deciding what should we get. What's new this week? Let's see. We go to leagueofcomicgeek.com and we see what the solicits are this week. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's 84, 148. 147 titles are solicited here, and I know I'm getting a few of them. Let's see. Let's go down the list and see what's available today at our local comic book shops. And as always, I like to take the opportunity to say, I hope that you're getting to your local comic book shop and spending some money there. Your patronage, it helps keep them open. We are in a symbiotic relationship, we and the local comic book shops. And we need funny books. They need to sell them. We should go. And get our supplies there, too. I'm getting my short boxes, my bags, my boards, all at the retail markup, but I know it's going to a good place. I'm avoiding the online supply chain. And choosing to spend my money at the brick and mortar mom and pop shop. It's a local business. It's an independent bookstore. They made it through COVID. I mean, get your ass out of your seat and back on the street. Thank you so much. All right. We got Batman issue number 140, where it's the Joker versus the Batman of Zur-En-Arrh. It's Batman versus a Legion of himself. And Mind Bomb continues. $4.99 cover price. The Mind Bomb Part 2 is for 22 pages. There'll be a backup story to this in here. And there are 5 variant covers and 2 incentive covers. Yeah. So that's 7 variant covers all day. 2 holiday themed ones too. And great art by Jorge Jimenez. Looking forward to seeing that. I bought the last issue. I was pleased. We've got Amazing Spider-Man number 39 for $5.99. It says here it's 36 pages. It's Gang War. Part whatever. Gang War part umpteenth. But we got John Romita Jr. with ink by Scott Hanna, and great John Romita Jr. cover. This is part 7 of 30. Yeah, you're gonna spend about 100. You're gonna spend over $150 to tune into Gang War. Gang War kicks off here. Supercrime is running rampant, and Spider-Man's can't solve just one problem at a time. So Spidey builds a team to take down all the super criminals of New York City in 48 hours. Good luck, Spidey. We have 11 variant covers, including the obligatory ASM 300 homage cover. There's a Disney one. There's a Disney variant that's an homage to X-Men 100, X-Men number 1, and yeah, huh? That's Spider-Man. We've got X-Men number 29 for $3.99. Dr. Doom is going to have his own team of X-Men. Yay! Good for him. With 8 variant covers. Yeah. I mean, I'm reading it. It's usually in my pirate chest. I've been kind of entertained, I guess. Are you buying X-Men? Let me know. I'm not buying it. I bought an issue or 2 here and there. That's about it, you know. Venom 28 for $3.99. Venom's pretty popular with the kids these days, I guess. When we got more of Natasha Romanoff, the Black Widow, with her very own symbiote called Widow. 4 variant covers. Written by Torrin Grunbeck. And, yeah, symbiotes aren't like my thing. People are really into that stuff. Like that Null stuff and the King of what was, sure. Poison Ivy 17, $3.99. 32 pages. G. Willow Wilson. Luana Vecchio is the artist. Jessica Fong is the cover artist. So, you know, here, sure. I liked the last issue. It was a good horror issue. So hopefully there's more of that in store for us. Poison Ivy, Dr. Pamela Isley is a very objectifiable, beautiful woman. So she's got, there are, well, the Comic Geek, League of Comic Geeks is now splitting it open order covers and incentive covers. So there's cover B, cover C, cover D, and then there are a couple of comic exclusive variant covers. There's a foil, there's a virgin. There's, you know, that's the Nathan Zerdy 616 Comics exclusive. They're all the same cover, but one's foil, one's virgin, meaning that only the DC Maker's Mark is on it. And then there's one with, you know, the regular trade dress. And then there are incentive covers, which is 1 in 25. So for every 25 copies that your retailer orders, they'll get one of these. This is 1 in 50 variant cover, so that means for every 50, you get one of those. I wonder if you get one of each. If you order 50, do you get like both the 25 and the 50? I don't know. Are there any retailers in the chat that can tell me? Would you get, if you ordered 50 copies of Poison Ivy to get that cardstock David Nakayama variant cover, do you only get the option of getting the 1, or do they throw in the 1 in 25 Skylar Partridge cardstock variant? I don't know. I'd like to know that one. That's an interesting question. We have Fantastic Four number 14 by Ryan North. Only 2 variant covers. Come on. Oh, and yeah. Let's see. It's fun. It's okay. It's Marvel's vs. Family. Oh no. Oh, okay. My screen went blank for a second. Avengers number 8 by Jed McKay. Twilight Dreaming Part 2. 5 variant covers. Trapped in a world they never made, the Avengers struggle to break free while one of their numbers fights their own hopeless battles against Merlin in his Twilight Court. But the Avengers never fight alone. The most dangerous Avenger joins the conflict. Who would that be? I'm not sure. Only 5 variant covers. And there's a Peach Momoko Nightmare variant. I am a sucker for Peach Momoko stuff. See, that's what gets me. You can get me on that. Seriously, any day of the week. I love Peach Momoko stuff. This is why you tune in. Hey, we waiting to hang out with you, Sully. He's just chewing in my ear. What a grossy. You're so gross, you disgusting boy. I'm all man, honey. Unfortunately, I'm grown. We have Transformers number 3, written and drawn by Daniel Warren Johnson. Great issue. Actually, I got my hands on the review copy of this. I fucking love this book. Outnumbered and overpowered, it's time for the Autobots to stand their ground as Optimus Prime goes toe-to-toe with Skywarp. And it was great because it was like, I forgot Skywarp could do that. Authentic onomatopoeia. Great art by, in my humble opinion, by Daniel Warren Johnson. This got the goods. This has 1 cover, then it's got 3 incentive covers. A 1 in 10, a 1 in 25, and a 1 in 50. We got Wheeljack. You got an Optimus versus Skywarp cover. And then Optimus sitting on some kind of throne with it would appears to be Skywarp in the background. And it's good. I'm enjoying it. But it's only lasting 6 issues with that creative team. Let's see if they can keep it going after that. Daredevil number 4 by Saladin Ahmed. Oh boy, we're bringing back Bullseye again. It's Bullseye. Hit Bullseye. We got a beautiful John Romita Jr. cover art. Inked by Scott Hanna. I mean, I like Daredevil. Daredevil's like one of the first comics I ever bought off the spinner rack regularly. It was the Frank Miller days in 1981. Around issue 4. It was literally issue 174 was one of the first issues I bought. And during that going to summer camp, and that was the corner store with the spinner rack. And I had pocket change at 8 years old. 7 going on 8. No, it was 8 going on 9 in 81. And I am a big fan of Daredevil. But here we go. Here we go again with Bullseye. But it's like Batman is to Joker. Lex Luthor is to Superman. Green Goblin is to Spiderman. Spider-Man. I know, I like to say Spiderman or Superman or Batman. What if it's their proper last name and we've just been mispronouncing it all along? Think about that. Food for thought. Food for face. More like it. Toast! Row toast. Mm-mm. You want some toast, Jay? That's an end joke. But yeah, it's $4.99 for 28 pages. This is legacy number 666. And there's no ballyhoo. This is the one I've been talking about all this time. Like, it's Daredevil. This is legacy number 666. It's the number of the beast. It's an evil number associated with the devil. And nothing. There is a Peach Momoko Nightmare variant. I'd buy that just for the Peach Momoko stuff. But, I mean, then there's a 1 in 25 Ben Harvey variant with Deadpool. But I'm not buying this. I mean, but it's like, yeah, $4.99. And it says 28 pages. But you know we're getting 20 to 21 pages of story and art. 22 pages of art, including your cover. Because that's a beautiful John Romita Jr. cover with Scott Hanna inking. I watch these videos of John Romita Jr. plying his trade, and there he is, a nice big board, nice big piece of paper, pencils, and I love the whole argument of the AI art and being tracing, and it is glorified coding. It really is. I mean, that's why it's art. It's like these are just reprinting and replications of hand-drawn, authentic art, And if you're in one of those AI proponents, I'm not knocking on you. You're just, you are literally watering down something else that's authentic and genuine with this attitude, this modern attitude of like, it is art, and I say so because we say so, and we, no, it's like it's glorified coding. It's clicking and pointing. It's dropping and dragging. I mean, there's a huge difference. And oh boy, we have Star Wars number 41 for $4.99, 28 pages. But you know what that means? Yep. Charles Soule. I've been reading all these too. There is a wonderful John Tyler Christopher action figure variant with the Qui-Gon Jinn in his Tatooine duster, his poncho. And I would love to be part of that, you know what I mean? But I'm not buying this crappy story. It's not like this crap. I mean, Charles Soule is like, he's good at writing Star Wars, okay? And this is just 6 months. 29 issues, $150 or so dollars, probably more, for this story that's fit between Empire and Jedi. So it's got zero tension. The only thing that could happen to anyone would be turkey's done. Actually, the laundry would be your B character, your B, C, and Z characters. B, C, or Z. No, it's that way. So you have to see the Z. So I have to spell it like that. Yeah, right? Something like that. Maybe someone in the ASL community can, set me straight on that. The Scourge. It's infected the droids, and now it's infecting the cyborgs. At first it wanted the metal, now it wants the meat. All right, we're going to leave all sex jokes to the side today. Okay, nothing naughty. Except for you, Pikachu. Oh, boy, it's Luke Skywalker with his yellow lightsaber. Yay! I'm a lifelong Star Wars fan. I want to be buying Star Wars books. Shazam number 6 for $3.99. 32 pages. Let's see if this continue. Good. Yeah, this is at least solicited to 7 and 8. It might stop at 8 because that's the last issue. It looks like it's solicited here. That's you can order This basically, this is one of these websites, leagueofcomicgeeks.com, where like you can see solicits. So where like you get order information, PLU numbers, UPC stuffs, whatever that means. If there's a retailer in the house, But let's just look at issue 8 real quick. See if it's like, yeah, it's just. Let's see if it continues from there. No, it's fine. Let's see. But yeah, I started buying this. Great art by Dan Mora. Really decent superhero, competent story. Like Mark Waid gets the job done. He's fulfilling the promise. These are superhero stories, fantastic adventures, full of action. And then you have these like really nice story beats in the background, and that carry the rest of it. And so Mark Waid is, he's good at his job, darn it. I don't know. I don't have an opinion of it. All I know that he's got an opinion and he wields it like a lightsaber. But I don't care. Just give me funnies. Give me good funny books, darn it. We got Iron Man, The Invincible Iron Man, number 13 for $3.99, and written by Jerry Duggan. So this goes hand in hand. It's at the Fall of X trade dress. So this is playing with Jerry Duggan's other titles with the Fall of X trade dress, X-Men, and Uncanny Avengers. Plays pretty well, too. It's the married super couple of Emma Frost and Anthony Stark. In his Mark Nil armor. It doesn't have a number. It doesn't have a 0. It's Mark Nil, N-I-L. And it's a stealth armor. And I love it. I love this variant. I love a good Iron Man variant armor. Love it. And it's decent. This is Jerry Duggan's, he's had a couple of clunky ones. Sure. Who doesn't? Who doesn't? No, Pika, we're not going to talk about your clunky ones. I'm just trying to housebreak a Pikachu, you know what I mean? You let him outside, you have like some kind of litter box, try to get him to use the actual toilet and flush. Talk about clunky ones. That was a crappy thing to say. We got Birds of Prey number 4 by Kelly Thompson. Art by Leonardo Romero. I'm liking this book. I like the team. I like Harley in this. We got Harley. We got Zealot. We've got Black Canary. Big Barda. I'm a huge Big Barda fan. No pun. Batgirl. Cassandra Cain. I like this team. And then finally, Wonder Woman shows up. And we're going to have to face off against our friend Diana. We got 3 open order covers. One with a with an Aquaman variant with the upcoming Aquaman movie coming out any second now. And you got 2 incentive covers. One with Big Barda. And I think, who's going to go toe-to-toe with Wonder Woman? It has to be Barda. She's the only, Zealot probably could, but Zealot's got, some honor code. She's not going to kill anyone. She's or something like that. She's not going to kill any Amazons. Who knows? I like the art. I like the story. This is fine. This is completely competent, good, decent superhero stories. Birds of Prey is this is really decent. Thank you. King Spawn $2.99. I keep saying I should pick up some random issue of Spawn. This is written by Todd McFarlane, art by Javier Fernandez. 1 variant cover, 24 pages, $2.99. I just want to pick it. I gotta remember to pick. Sully, if you're listening to yourself right now at the Funny Book Bodega, at the local comic book shop, a new release day. Hopefully we're doing this right now. We're in the middle of the chat. We're chatting and we're like, what are we buying? What things are we getting? Well, pick up an issue of Spawn. My friend Gray, Wakazashi's Tea House over in Japan, he would love to have a physical copy. He's a British guy, and he's been living there over 20 years now, and he's a huge comic book fan. He loves Spawn. He's always talking good things about these titles. And I've been blessed to read a few of them in the digital pirate chest. And I'm like, wow, this stuff's pretty good. Because I've never really bought it. Maybe I should check it out. And just to see, just to feel it. Look see what kind of ads they got. You know I'm a sucker for ads. You know. But we've got Blue Beetle number 4. Written by Josh Trillo. Adrian Gutierrez is the artist. Will Quintana is the colorist. Yeah, this is a modern book. This is a decent model of a modern book. I hope this gets collected into that smaller digest format, that compact format, and yeah, I mean it's like very Power Rangers ZZs to me. Like, you got the Blue Beetle, you got a green one, you got a gold one, you got like there's a red one. You know who's a heel, who's gonna have a face turn. They gotta, and so you can have the whole the Power Beetles team. And there are 3 variant covers. There's a Spanish language version of this as well, which is good. I like that. I approve of that. I mean, because here in North America, there's Canada, there's United States. And then under the Rio Grande, it's a Latino culture. From Mexico, from the Rio Grande all the way down to Tierra del Fuego, at the point of South America, is a Latino culture with Latino people, Spanish speaking. They have a huge parallel industry of entertainment, of music, of movies, of television, and now Blue Beetle. I think I like to see that, it's got some flex here, that it's got that it can be of both worlds, because Jaime Reyes is of more than 2 worlds. He's what we call a poncho. He was born in the States of Latino parents, and his Spanish isn't as good as someone who's from south of the border. Not saying that in a derogatory man. I'm just more of a geographical thing. And a poncho is like hey man, your Spanish is awful. Hey poncho, where were you born? Vancouver. I love Spanish people, man. I love Latino people, man. I'm a chef, man. There's nothing more, one of the best things for my skill set as a chef, besides knife skills and learning how to cook rice and knowing how to temperature your meats and stuff and properly sanitizing, it's learning Spanish. Sí, tú necesitas hablar un poquito español. Y dices, mi gente y las personas muy, muy feliz y gentil. Te amo, mi gente. Seriously, I love my Latino co-workers, my Latina co-workers. I really do. We got 3 variant covers for this all day. And because there was Blue Beetle Graduation Day, which was a limited series, and that was like Dia de Graduación. It was literally a bilingual title. I mean, you had a Spanish version and an English version, and I just think that was really cool. What else do we got today? We got Alpha Flight number 5 of 5, wrapping up this Fall of X series, and it's been really decent. I've liked it. It's written by Ed Brisson, artist by Scott Godlewski. And it's Fall of X. It's the Canadian X-Men team. Don't call them that to their faces. They might not like that. But we got 2 variant covers. Yeah, and that's that. We got Sacrificers number 5. Yes, I hope I don't miss this one. Because get back. I'm getting to the Funny Book Bodega, to the local comic book store, my LCS, about between 3 and 3:30 p.m. on a Wednesday afternoon. And sometimes I miss things, because my poor LCS, they only order a couple of shelf copies, and they've only been open for a couple of hours, and they're already out of certain things. And it's like, like last week, they didn't have a Local Man #7. Like they haven't had Count Dante #5. I have an in with a comic book shop. He's got me covered. Thank you, Yule. So if I miss Sacrificers 5, I'm hitting you up, Yule. I have, I got a lot of, and if you need a comic book shop, seriously, the deets are in the description. If I'm blessed to have an overabundance of local comic book shops in my Boston area. If you need one, your own mailbox could be your local comic book shop. Hit up Yule Carter at Fantastic Comics of Berkeley, California. His details are in the description. I've shopped with him a few times now, and I will again. He's got a couple set aside for me, so I just keep adding to the list. Once we get to a certain kind of like, okay, let's pull the trigger on this. And it's very prompt. It's never taken more than a week for the package to get from one coast to the other. And they're always properly packaged in a Gemini mailer with great, and if he's a friend of the show, and if just other people in the chat will tell you that it's shopped with them. Hey, he's thrown in a couple of other things too. Sometimes you never know. You might be feeling generous that day. Hit him up. You never know. And but if you need a local comic book shop, you have one, and it's a mailbox away. Hit up Yule Carter at Fantastic Comics. This is an unpaid advertisement. He's my friend, and I am just basically telling you, hey, we can hook you up. You know what I mean? He can hook you up. Reach out. That's your business between him. Alrighty, we've got Walking Dead Deluxe #78. What is this reprint? These are colored reprints of the old magazine. So this is great. He's getting a second life out of this. Way to go, Robert Kirkman. Robert Kirkman's like the most successful independent comic book publisher in history, I believe. We got Fire and Ice, Welcome to Smallville, #4 of, it's going to go 6 issues. And it's, I call this Chicks on Bwahaha. Seriously, there are 2 variant covers. This is for girls, by girls, written, why not? But Lobo shows up, and hilarity will ensue. Woo! And, yeah. And I gotta say, too, I mean, there's been some really nice Keith Giffen tribute pages in recent DC comic books celebrating his life and mourning his passing. And that's really nice, too. Keith Giffen is the co-creator of Lobo and introduced the Bwahaha years of Justice League that had Fire and Ice on that team. It's like, I don't want to like ridicule this book. I don't think that's healthy. I don't think that's okay. I mean, it's just not made for me. I'm fine with that. It's made for this mythic modern audience. I mean, wine aunt humor. Why can't I say that word? Wine aunt. A wine aunt. What is a wine aunt? What is a wine aunt? A woman who claims to be liberal and open-minded, but is authoritarian, judgmental, and prone to shutting out any opinion that differs from her worldview? That's from Urban Dictionary. What? I don't think so. Here, wine aunt. Plural, wine aunt. Slang, sometimes derogatory. This is true. A child-free, at least somewhat alcoholic, older single woman. That's a bit more on the nose. Pretty much. But yeah, this is the Wine Aunt book for all the wine aunts out there that want to buy floppies that are coming to the LCS. I don't know. I mean, the chicks buy comic books. Chicks are all right with me, man. And we have Titans, Beast World Tour, Metropolis #1. This is for $5.99. 48 pages. This is part of the It doesn't say. Oh, yeah, here it is. It's part 6 of the 22 floppies that will compose all of the Beast World thingy, the event. And we've got, it looks like John Kent and Dreamer, and it's written by Dan Jurgens and Joshua Williamson and Nicole Maines and Zipporah Smith. Okay, and it's got 2 variant covers, and whatever, you know, it's just Beast World. People are turning into animals, and you know, sure, okay. Batman Santa Claus Silent Night #1. It's got 5 variant covers, including a beat up Santa Claus and a cheeky one with Zatanna sitting on Santa's lap. And then you get this really nice Otto Schmidt cardstock variant cover that shows Batman. It shows Santa in that classic Batman pose, the moon behind him, and Damian Wayne Robin doing that too. That, you know, that the Batman and Robin, but it's Santa and Robin, which is kind of cute. And then there's a Dan Mora 1 in 50 cardstock variant that's like in this armored up Santa Claus looking superhero like. That's pretty cute. And it's, you know, it's Batman, it's Santa, it's Robin, it's Zatanna, and it's a special issue. Yeah, $3.99, 32 pages, and it's the Dark Knight partners with a not-so-jolly St. Nick as Santa Claus is coming to town. The 4-part crossover event of a generation begins. It's a crossover event? We already have. Oh, it's going to be a weekly. Okay, I was going to say, just like, you know, 4 issues. Okay, we got 4 issues solicited. And so, like, the last issue, part 4, is got a release date of Wednesday, December 26th, 2023. So, like, oh, just in time for, you know, this can't even be a stocking stuffer. It's going to be unboxing day. Excuse me. We have Thunderbolts #1, a new Thunderbolts issue. And, we got the power team of Jackson Lansing and Colin Kelly. We got Terry and Rachel Dodson with this fabulous cover. We've got 9 variant covers for this, and it's the Thunderbolts. It's what are the Thunderbolts? Well, the Thunderbolts were like Marvel's version of Suicide Squad, where you have reformed criminals having to do, you know, to earn their release by doing super heroic deeds. But there's going to be some kind of Disney Plus show that has, I believe it's got Bucky Barnes, Sebastian Stan in it, and it's got U.S. Agent played by, you know, Wyatt Russell, and maybe even Florence Pugh being like Yelena Belanoff, the White Widow, and so yeah, it's the Thunderbolts. It's a new Thunderbolts team. Thunderbolts have had several incarnations. This is, you know, just the most recent one. And I'm not too sold on Kelly and Lansing's stories. I mean, yeah, whatever. I mean, if I say anything mean, that makes me a bad person, and then I get blocked on Twitter by my superiors. You're not good enough to buy our comics. Well, you can buy our comic books, but you have to accept this. What I usually say is something really mean. Something like, here, you have to accept this uncle's cock in your mouth. And you cry about it, no one's going to believe you. And you're just going to have to keep taking this uncle's cock in your mouth and keep sitting next to him, you know, on Thanksgiving Day. Isn't that horrible? Where did I come up with that? I have the worst sense of humor. I see the worst things. I'm a really bad person. I deserve to be blocked on Twitter. We have Titans Beast World Waller Rising, and this is written by Chuck Brown. We have multiverse people. like Val Zod of Earth 2, who's got one of my favorite costumes. Oh, okay, I can see. I see what's up. This is just people of people of color. Like this is like Titans Beast World voices, Pride voices cover. You know what I mean? It's just yeah. I mean, Amanda Waller. We got Batwing, who's Luke Fox. Black Manta, David Hyde, who's African American. Nubia, who's Amazonian. Red Tornado, and Superman Val Zod, and Vixen. So it's cool. I mean, yeah, and yeah, there you go. It's got 2 variant covers. I like Val Zod a lot as a character and as a design. So it's good to see him in play here, I guess. I'm still not buying it. Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay. Then we're starting to get into books that we're starting to get to the end of the list. We are. Star Wars Dark Droids D Squad. Written by Mark Guggenheim. Again, there's a really great John Tyler Christopher action figure variant cover. I would totally be into that, but I just don't want to spend my money on this. I'm glad I'm reading them. $4.99 for 28 pages. There you go. That's the new standard. Are you ready for your $5 funnies? Really? For modern purple and modern relationships. What it's all about. Yeah. And yeah, 2 variant covers. And that's that. This will wrap up soon. This is quite literally part 22 of. It says 28 here, but I counted 29 issues on the checklist. And D Squad, yeah. Yeah. Wow. Imagine. And that's going to cost you about $150 or so, if you, and that's not even counting the variant covers and shit, you know. Sentry number 1, $4.99. The Sentry was an interesting idea. A hero that reappears and nobody remembered because the world was mind wiped, and it was actually the face of a thing called the Void, which was an incredibly evil thingy. And there will be a new Sentry. And so there's going to be like, it might be, there are 4 variant covers, and there might just be like, it might be about this like postmodern, this academic postmodern thing of sharing the power. So now you have Sentry's power, it appears, that are like split between a diverse and representative group of 4 different peoples. You know, and so it's like, who's the new Sentry? It just may be, you know, that there are 5 people on the cover, all with the big S on their belt buckle and looking like that they have the power of the Sentry. Who knows? Let's see where this goes. And I'll read it if it's in the pirate chest. And it's got a key event. It's got 2 first appearances by Mallory Gibbs and Ryan Topper, who may or may not be Sentries. Let's see. Superman 78, 2 of 6, I believe. This is written by Robert Venditti. This is good stuff. This is really good stuff. I missed out on the first Superman 78. This is called Superman 78, The Metal Curtain. And it's set in this mythic 1978 of Christopher Reeve's, Richard Donner's, Margot Kidder's Superman movie. Superman the movie. And it works for me because I was a kid when that came out, man. You know, so this is... Here's your comic books made for you, aging fans. You know what I mean? And so they're all right. They got 2 variant covers, And this is officially Earth 789. Why was 6 afraid of 789? Because why was 789? You wah 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 wah. Blood Commandment number 2. Image Comics. It's about a werewolf. We've got Star Wars High Republic Adventures from Dark Horse Comics. Now, this is not one of the Marvel Star Wars comic books. Marvel Star Wars has, like, no lie, I think 8, 9, or 10 different Star Wars comics every month. We have at least 6 for Dark Droids, including Dark Droids itself, the core title, and then like something like D Squad. All right, then you have Star Wars. You've got Bounty Hunters. You've got Dr. Aphra. You got Sanasteros, whatever that one is. And then you have then Marvel has 2 more High Republic titles as well. And now now Dark Horse has their own coterie of Star Wars titles as well. I mean, jeez. And $3.99, 32 pages. Like I said, I'd like to be buying more Star Wars stuff. It's just, the proof of the pudding's on the plate, Fire and Ice number 2. Not to be confused with Fire and Ice Welcome to Smallville. This is the Frazetta Fire and Ice. The first issue of Fire and Ice was pretty brutal. There's a couple of, like, really good, like, sword and shield, sword and sorcery. Like, it's Conan the Barbarian by Jim Zub, and this Fire and Ice title. And there's another one out there too. I think it's coming up this week. I hope we get to it. Creep Show Holiday Special number 1, 2023. That was decent. I got an advanced reader copy of that. I always come back to this one because it's a DC comic, and it's issue number 125. Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? 32 pages. $2.99. So this is like, you could be selling a stock copy of Batman. You could just sell a 20-page Batman for $2.99 without the backup, without a cardstock variant. You know what I mean? Like a spinner rack version to get floppies in the hands of younger people that can afford it. And but no, but here we go. That's a good example of, like, hey, DC could be selling you a copy, could be selling you a funny book at $2.99. They just, like, they're just choosing to, well, if they're magazine publishers, they're in business, they want to make money. They are literally trying to get as much money out of you as possible. That's just business. That's just running a business. It's why a side of sour cream costs you $2.50 now at the pub. Be like, can I get some extra sour cream? That'll be $2.50. Like, for how much am I getting? I better be getting, like, more than 2 ounces. Hey, they got a business to run. It's called a markup. You know what I mean? Jeez. Oh, good. The Sickness number 3 is being solicited. It's a $6 comic book. There's 4 issues of this. Great. It's all raw pencils. I love it. I mean, it's really confounding. I'm pretty sure it's going to, like, all tie in at the end if it even does. It doesn't even have to. But I really like the art in this. I'm really into this, and that'll get my money and some box space. It will. It's Marvel's Voices Avengers number 1. Marvel Voice. I'm sorry. That's really mean of me, huh? Marvel Voices is an imprint where it's a spotlight focus on marginalized communities in the Marvel universe. I don't think marginalized communities would exist in the Marvel universe. I don't think they would suffer from ecological, things or anything. But it's like, this is meant to celebrate diversity and stuff. Yeah. I mean, hey, who's buying it? I hope you're enjoying it if you are buying it. Seriously. And for me to make fun of that would make me a bad person. It would. And this is the last Ronin, number 5 of 5, the reissues, the reprints that are slightly oversized. I really like it. I'm really enjoying it. I'm a classic Turtles fan, and this is refreshing. I missed out on the last Ronin when it came out originally, and I'm all in for this. This has been coming out every week. I look forward to this, and so this is wrapping up. I like it a lot. Here's the other one I was talking about, Bloodrick number 1 for $3.99. This is like the sword and shield sorcery stuff. Wonderful art, pencils, writer artist Andrew Cranky, and it's just like this. Bloodrick is angry, confused, and starving. Unable to achieve success in his usual hunting grounds, he stomps his way into unfamiliar woods. In an attempt to feed his stomach and heal his ego, what he finds will lead him on a journey of madness, violence, fire, and blood! It's Bloodrick. And I got an advanced copy of this. My friend Yule Carter of Fantastic Comics was extolling this one last week on last Saturday on Wes's Thinking Critical. And then I got the advanced reader copy, and it's really good. I love the pencils, so the story, it's somewhere between Conan the Barbarian and Gru the Wanderer, with this, and it's kind of doesn't take itself too seriously, and I like that, and so it has a sense of fun to it. I like fun in comic books. Funny books should be fun. This is our escapism. This is our hobby. This is our pastime. It should be fun. You should be having a good time with this. I'm all for that. What else? We're getting near the end of the list here. The Archie Christmas special for $9.99. No, this one's for $3.99. And it's 32 pages. So it's not a digest. But, I mean, I wouldn't buy Archie. I wouldn't read an Archie comic if you gave it to me for free. Archie Comics has legitimately earned my umbrage, and which is you know, it's like I know a person that is written for them, and one of the is associated with that production house. Through, you know, and it's through, you know, through my circles. It's not like this person doesn't even follow me on Twitter. You know what I mean? I've never been on a panel with them, but we're all part of the same circle. So it's more of like, I don't want to diss him. I don't want to diss Joe Corallo. But I mean, Archie Comics burned the bridge with me. So, I mean, Archie gets the big, sorry, Archie Comics, F you. Afterlife with Archie. What do you want? And, you know, that should say that. I was waiting for that issue, and I was waiting for that issue, and I was waiting for that issue, and you will be waiting for that issue. Let's see. Anything else? That appears to be it. But I do want to finish this up with saying that this one issue here that's solicited here for the shelves. This is interesting. It's Yaira number 1 from the Rippaverse. It's written by the Soska sisters, art by Deborah Carita. So here we have like girls making comic books for girls. It doesn't have a price, and it doesn't have a page count either. And it says it releases December 6th. So maybe this is just about. But see, this League of Comics Geeks, it's more. I thought this was about the direct market. So we'll see if that's on the shelf. Maybe that's going to be kind of like if this is on the shelf at your LCS, maybe it's the local comic book shop's going to quote their own price, depending on what they feel is going to be its market value. I think there's a certain fairness to that. Sure, why not? I mean, that's exciting. In a way, I don't buy Rippaverse stuff. I didn't get Isom 1. I didn't get Isom 2. I'm not going to get Alpha Core. I mean, I wasn't really. Oh, Alpha Core is actually solicited here too, as well. and that's for $28. It's got 3 variant covers, written by Chuck Dixon. Artist is Joe Bennett, and this is part of the Rippaverse, done by Eric July, and he's just this independent comic book phenomenon right now that gets no mention in anything because he's on the wrong side of history or something. Here you have a successful black independent comic book artist who has built this distribution system, fulfillment system from his own money and his crowdfunding, and he's such a success story, and he gets no respect from comic book publications, journalists, or I mean, just it's amazing. Just like, it's like, but he's an amazing success story. I'm highly respectful of him. I just like it doesn't. I don't know. I'm fickle. I mean, I'm not buying it. But yeah, so those are the comic books we're getting this week. I know I'm going to be walking out, hopefully, with Transformers 3. I'm going to pick up Batman 140 because I like Batman. Hey, I'm reading Batman. I'm reading Superman, I will most definitely be getting Sacrificers 5 if it's available, and Sickness number 3 if it's on the shelf, and maybe, just maybe, I'll pick up that issue of Spawn, King Spawn 28, just because I want to check it out. I want to see what it's all about. I want to feel it in my hand. Maybe even roll it up and put it in my back pocket, like I used to do when I was a kid. Thank you so very much for tuning in. It's been the Comics Coffee Table, where we take our coffee break together and we talk about our hobby, our pastime, our escapism. It's New Comic Book Day, so I hope, leave me a comment in the comment section. What are you picking up today? What are you putting down? Is there anything you're putting down as well that you're like, I've had enough of this? And let us know, and like and subscribe, bring a friend, and we'll see you on Sunday. We're doing an abridged schedule lately because work is literally running me into the ground these days. I have to find a better work-life balance, especially when it comes to producing YouTube content and make the daily show. It was wonderful. We went 564 consecutive days between January 1st, 2022 to about August 2023, where I hit my first wall. And so making daily content is kind of, it's no joke, and it's a commitment, and it needs, and the show has naturally just grown organically. And I mean, I'm finding less and less time to be able to do that. So we will, we're going to continue the show, yes, because this is my hobby about my hobby, and I love our community, and I really like being a YouTube creator, and I like what we do, and we can do it. It's just that, I'm just getting crunched for time, in real life. So I have to juggle some stuff around. I have a week coming off during Christmas break where I'm going to finish off that last box of Funnybooks and fulfill the mission that we're going to rebag, reboard, and rebox my entire collection this year. And it's going to happen. So stay tuned, and we will see you in those funny pages. God bless. Namaste. Good luck, and thank you so very much for tuning in today. See you later. See you on Sunday, okay? With our new release review day. We will say what's in the bag, and we will talk about all the new funny books fit to talk about this week. All right, bye-bye.